Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Patrick Precourt here, and with me I got a special guest. This is Dr. Bart Precourt. As you might get, he's my brother. You might get the looks here as well. Bart is a chiropractor by trade, but really more significant than that, he's a health coach. And he's up here visiting us in Connecticut for a little while, so I figured I'd pick his brain while I got him here on one of probably the topic that comes up with my students the most, and that really has to do with their health, and particularly, Bart, health weight loss. So what I'd like to ask you today, okay, being that it's now April, almost April in the springtime, people who started back in January thinking about weight loss and losing weight and getting fit, well, these same people they hadn't met those goals, and quite honestly, many of them got frustrated and had given up on them. But now, being in the Northeast, the warm weather's coming around. So almost, yeah.
Almost.
So what I'd like to ask you, okay, if you had to break it down to maybe 3 key points about losing weight and getting healthy, keeping it as simple as you can, what would you say to our listeners today?
Pat, thanks for having me here. First, I would say that it is simple. It doesn't have to be complicated. There's really 3 things we got to keep in mind to make this happen. First, we got to move more. Just in general, everyone's a little more sedentary than they should be. We got these sedentary lifestyles. We're sitting in desks, cars, chairs, beds, all that stuff. We got to move more. Second, we got to eat the right foods, and that's not difficult. And then third, it's part of our mind. We got to believe that we can do this. We can't give up before it starts.
Okay, good. So let me 3 great tips. I gotta. If I'm hearing this, are you telling me I gotta go to the gym 5 days a week?
No, not to the gym. We got to move more. So the most important thing, you got to find something that you like to do. Something that gets you up and out of your desk. I don't care if you want to go for a walk, ride a bike, walk your dog, go for a swim, something. But we're not designed to sit in a chair every day.
All right, good. Which, unfortunately, that's a lot of our jobs. We got to sit there. You're saying at the end of the day or during lunch, get up and move. Would it count if I got one of those desks that stood up here and I stood at my desk? Would that help?
It would help, but it doesn't replace movement. We got to move our bodies. I'll define it better. We need to get our heart rate up. We got to maybe even break a sweat a couple times a week. We got to put our bodies under a little physical stress so they can keep building up instead of breaking down.
All right, good, fair enough. Let's go to number 2. You said we got to eat better.
Yeah.
I got tons of books sitting in my shelves.
Yes.
I got diets. Some carbohydrate diets, some are no carbohydrate diets. Some are about protein, some are eating vegan, vegetables, fruits, blenders, juicing, everything.
Yes.
Make it easy.
All right, it's real simple. Here's the general rule, and put all those books away. And there's some good stuff in those books, but here's all that you really need to know. All you need to know from this point forward, to eat properly, your food should come from either the ground, a plant, a tree, a bush, or it swims in the water or walks on land. And that's it. If it does one of those things, eat it.
So again, in short, if it grows, eat it.
If it grows, yeah. If it grows, eat it.
Okay, good. Where do I find my food?
Grocery store.
Grocery store's got a lot of bad food too, yes or no?
Correct.
Okay.
So more specifically, we're going to make it real easy when you go shopping. A lot of people get overcomplicated. They get confused of all the different choices and reading labels, all that kind of stuff, which all those books might try to tell you how to do, and then you get complicated and you throw it away. All I want you to do, next time you go to the grocery store, choose which direction you want to go first, left or right. And you're going to stay in the perimeter of the grocery store, and that's the only place you're going to shop. If you find yourself in the middle, know that you're lost and you need to get back to the outside.
All right, fair enough. So rule number 1, if it grows, eat it. Rule number 2, if it's on the exterior, the perimeter of the grocery store, buy it and eat it. All right, let me throw a curveball at you.
Sure.
My grocery store's got ice cream on the outside.
And here's what I would say. Do I need to tell you that ice cream is not great for you? You know what's good for you. You know what's not so good for you. But even with that said, don't worry about the ice cream. Go for more goods versus getting rid of the bads. And that's the biggest challenge I think a lot of people have. They think they have to give up everything in order to get something good, and that's not the truth.
So we can cheat.
You can cheat, absolutely.
Okay.
You know what? It's a scale. Just push it in the favor of you.
Okay.
And if you're eating ice cream for dinner every night, which way is the scale going?
It's not going in my favor, that's for sure, right?
No, absolutely not.
All right, let's move on to the third one, the third tip you said.
Okay.
Mindset.
Mindset.
Talk to me about mindset.
Yeah. We have to start with the mindset that we can do it. Because there's so many things set up, and we create most of them, that oh, I can't do that. I can't eat perfect. And I'm not asking you to eat perfect. We have to take one small step each day. We might move a little bit more today than we did yesterday. I'm not trying to lose 30 pounds in 30 days. It's not a great goal to have. It might be something out there, but it's not a great goal.
Okay.
One step a day. Once you make that step, make another step.
Okay. And I know as a performance coach that a lot of our goals that we set, okay, are exciting at the time.
Sure.
They make us feel good because we set a new goal, and maybe they even anesthetize the pain of being overweight or being out of shape. But that wears off really quickly, right? Now, you're talking about mindset here.
Yeah.
A week later, I made a commitment to lose 20 pounds. That 20 pounds seems miles away, almost unachievable now.
You know, I think the challenge that people have is that they set goals up that are miles away, and they're not goals that they could see that are being put in place and having success with them today.
Yep.
So it's a day-by-day, a step-by-step thing. So the day that you get out and you take that extra walk that you didn't take yesterday, you're on your path.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that's it in a nutshell. The day that you choose to not go for the ice cream and go for the apple or the banana, you're on your path.
Awesome.
That's it.
So just to surmise for you guys, so that's beautiful. Okay, and I'll add one closing statement to it. Move more.
Move more.
Eat things that grow.
Eat good food.
Right?
Yeah.
And take it step by step. Steady forward progress, a commitment every single day, bit by bit. And it's the small actions over time that create outrageous changes in our lives, don't they? Yeah.
You can change your entire, whatever direction you're heading right now, I guarantee you, you're always on a path. No matter what decision you make, you're headed on a path somewhere.
So are you telling me, and I say this all the time, that every decision you make every day can alter the trajectory you're on in life?
Every minute, we're making decisions that are sending us on a trajectory. I like to think of it as a path. You're going to take a left or right, and that's a minute-to-minute decision-making process. And I think of it this way. Here's the good part of it. You can make a decision. You're heading off the path. You make another decision. You're right back on.
Well, and
that's it.
And let's wrap it up on that idea, because what you just answered what I was going to ask you. Would you agree that everybody who sets out on a health, wellness, weight loss program, whatever you want to call it, everyone at some point comes off track?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And that's what I want to speak to. This is very, very simple, ladies and gentlemen, because you can change this around, like Bart said, in 2 seconds. Okay, I'm going to give you 4 steps to overcome any sidetrack in your plan. Number 1, very simple. Step back and ask yourself, what just happened? Step outside the picture. Look in. Ask yourself what just happened. It might be simple. Well, my willpower let down, and I ate that extra Oreo. So what? Learn from it. And that's step number 2. Ask yourself, did you do everything that you could have to prevent this from happening? And the answer there would have been no, because I put Oreos in my house to begin with. Right?
Yeah. Where'd you shop? Right.
Where'd you shop? Center of the store. Broke rule number 2.
Yeah,
right?
Lost. Yeah.
Yeah. Next step in this process, 4-step process to overcome any failure. It's very, very simple, okay? Next step, ask yourself, what did I just learn? Because now what that does, and what it allows us to do is start taking full responsibility for our choices that we make along the way. Because for you to learn something means you have to accept that you made a bad decision along the way. And then the final step, and this is where we turn it all around, turn any loss into a success. You create the steps. What am I going to change from this point going forward? What am I going to do different to get a different outcome than the one I just had that did not serve me? Very simple. Bart, I want to thank you. Great seeing you, bro. As always. Appreciate it.
All right, thanks for having me.
Peace, guys.